With Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out, and I've been saying this for a long time, I need Norman Osborn in this movie. And I also wouldn't be shocked that Norman Osborn is the bad guy of this movie behind these villains. Now, let's talk about why Spider-Man needs Norman Osborn in the MCU right now. The first thing is Spider-Man needs a personal villain, not just a momentary threat. Because think about it right now, right? Most of Tom Holland's Spider-Man's villains have been connected to Tony Stark. If we're talking about Vulture and Mysterio, both recycle Tony Stark beef guys. Even in No Way Home, he's fighting Tobey's and Andrew's Peter Parker Spider-Man's villains, not his own. But having his own Norman Osborn, and we already saw how, Tobey's Norman Osborn challenged, Tom Holland's Peter Parker in No Way Home. Because of the fact that Norman isn't just about power and destruction and blah blah. Norman Osborn makes it personal. He's going to challenge the soul of Peter Parker, and we need that in the MCU. Second thing is, Norman is the king of Spider-Man's world. Look, every great hero has their Lex Luthor, their Joker, their Magneto, etc., etc., their Reverse Flash. Everyone has their villain. And Norman Osborn is that level of a threat for Spider-Man. This dude's a genius. He's rich. He has influence. He can wear the mask of Green Goblin, but also be the most, freaking business figure in the room. And if you don't think that's true, go look up some stuff about Hammer and the freaking Dark Avengers. Norman is the guy that makes Peter Parker question everything. Not just who Peter Parker is as Spider-Man, but is this thing all worth it? The biggest thing is Norman isn't also, as I said, just a villain, but he's a legacy builder. Because it looks like the MCU wants to build a true Spider-Man, area of the MCU. And if that's the case, Norman Osborn is the most essential piece for this. Because think about this. If you want Dark Avengers, if you want Thunderbolts for real, not the Thunderbolts we saw, but if you want the Thunderbolts for real, if you want a true Dark Reign era in the MCU post-Secret Wars like you all say, it starts with Norman freaking Osborn. And Willem Dafoe has given us a taste, but we need the real thing. And yes, we all say Dafoe killed it in No Way Home. I think he did. But as I said, that was another universe's Norman Osborn. The MCU needs its own Norman. A new take, one that rises in the MCU and becomes a puppet master in the shadows of the chaos that attacks Spider-Man. And it looks like Brand New Day is building up to that, with the fact that we're probably not having Mr. Negative as the main villain, or as a villain at all in this movie. He's too iconic to just leave on the shelf. I mean, this is a brand new day. We need a brand new Norman Osborn.